friends, we are looking at the Lamborghini Sián supercar. This one is made by Mould King, and it's set number 111 with 1,249 pieces. This one is a smaller scale than the one that you may have known from Lego. Lego made one in the Technic line, and those are the really large, I want to say 1/8 scale models. And so this one's much smaller. It's maybe just over a foot long. And in this video, we're going to do the 360 turnaround. We'll take a look at it. We'll look at the shaping, and then we will zoom in and take a closer look at the details. All right, but starting off, it is a fairly good representation. There's some areas that are extremely blocky, but they've done the best they can at this particular scale. The part that is the most notable to me is really these creases in the hood here. That's really hard to get, but they also were able to get some of the details up here in the front. And then just for reference, let's take a look at the actual car, right? So this is Lamborghini's first hybrid, which is still a V12, but notice in the front here, it's got those really distinct lines for the front, and then on the back it's got the typical really like amazing chaos going on here in the back that just screams exotic, right? And it's got these hexagonal taillights. So they've done an okay job making this look recognizable as the Sián, but there's only so much you can do at this particular scale because the Lamborghini is just so, it's got so many angles and it has so many things going on that it is really hard to pull off. All right, so let's zoom in. Let's take a closer look. I wanted to show you how the low profile tires were achieved because Lego doesn't make them this super low profile. What they did was Mould King used standard tires and standard wheels that you see in the Lego portfolio, but they added these almost like covers that go all the way out to the edge, giving you this super low profile look. But the tires themselves are not any lower. And it's kind of hard to tell, but the gold that they use here is a like rose gold. I would have preferred a more traditional like bronze style like you see here in the product photos. Would have been a little bit nicer, but it's okay. Maybe they will reconsider next time. Okay, and then the doors are these scissor butterfly doors. So they swing straight up like that, and they close, and it's got a pretty good like latch to it, like it's coming back into the right spot. I appreciate that. The back of it also opens up. It's a little bit hard to get your finger in there. I found putting my finger right here is the right thing to do, and the whole back lifts up, and you get a look at that hybrid V12, fully detailed as much as you can do with at this scale. Some piping happening here, and you can see all the different cylinders, things like that. This kit made me really wish it was that it had a lighting kit. I mean, it would have been amazing to have lights in the front and the back. There are some stickers. There's maybe about 3. So one for the license plate, and then there's 2 inside for the control panel. All right, and then this part here does not come off. And you'll notice with the windshield, they went ahead and just didn't include any glass here. You know, you can put your finger right through it. And I think that works for the most part. You know, I don't know if Lego has immediately available pieces that would fit right in here. But I do like how super low this profile is for the passenger side windows. I do like how that looks. And then, as I was saying before, I do think they did a fairly good job here with all of the intricate angles and details that you're going to have to do to recreate the front of this. There's just so much happening up there. So not a bad job there. This part here probably is a little bit weaker right here where it steps. You can see those stair steps happening and then the curves. So it's a little bit, blockier than I would have liked, but especially when you look at it from the side there, but I don't know what I would have done differently. They definitely did a lot to try and create shaping here, including these fender wings. Not bad to use these little. I think these are wings from smaller city sets. I think that's what those are. And then of course in the back, there's quite a bit of additional shaping there. They've done this like X shape here with that center brake light, the exhausts, diffuser, all of that is in there as well, and they've tried to accomplish it. And then let's pick this thing up. Let's take it off the Lazy Susan, and it is super low. Like, I don't know if you can really tell, but oh my gosh, it is so low. I'm amazed it's not touching the ground as you're moving it. So I really appreciate that they gave it that stance. It's a pretty nice stance. And then let's look at the interior. So you can see the steering wheel. Whoops, you can see the steering wheel and the control panel. And they're just using these kind of the Lego pieces here for the dash. Those are the stickers that I mentioned. Nothing special there, and they actually don't really look like they are a match for this particular car. And then here's another look at the other side. Let's open that up for a little more light so you can see the way that they've made that console. And you can see, of course, there's quite a bit of Technic structure inside just to give it some sturdiness. Look at the seat. It is a two-tone seat. Seat bottom and seat back have both black and that lime green. And the overall lime green, I think it's a strong green that they used here, but I don't know what I would have done different. I mean, the color that the actual car is boy, I mean, it's, I don't know what even, it'd be like a metallic drab olive or something. And it's like sort of metallic and sort of matte. So I don't know what I would have picked, but it's a very different color. But I think it's still recognizable. You look at it and you say, oh, okay, I know which car that is. And Lego themselves, when they did it in the large Technic scale, they also used the lime green. So I think that's totally acceptable. Okay, cool. So that's a look at it. I hope you got to see everything that you wanted to see. If you liked the video, please hit like. And if you could subscribe, that would mean a lot to me. Helps me keep finding unusual and new sets to share with all of you. All right, thanks so much.